Hello, everyone. So good to see you. And I'm seeing so many familiar faces in the chat and really fun comments. Raining in British Columbia, that's a good thing. I love it. Ontario, Arkansas. Oh, Wendy Crawley. It's like having an easy button. That's amazing and sets us on our way for a really fun conversation today. So I am going to share my screen. We are going to walk through a lot of stuff. This is going to be a jam-packed webinar. As you know, I like to keep things that way. I like to keep things interactive. I know this question is going to come up in the chat. Megan, who is in the chat, I'm sure you guys have been chatting with her already. She will also be reminding people throughout the webinar that this is being recorded. You will have this in your inbox so that you can go back and reference, because we're going to cover a lot of ground. Not everything is going to be right for you today. We're going to start small. We're going to build. We're going to make your marketing easy so that you can earn more. So I'm going to keep the chat up. Every once in a while, I'm going to pop in and see what questions I might be able to answer. And we're going to take this in chunks and we're going to have a lot of fun. And I'm excited because I've been learning a lot from you guys as well. So for those on the call who are brand new to Approach Guides or really just want a refresher, we're going to give you that to start. And I always like to start here because what are we trying to do here at Approach Guides? Well, when we were building this technology, we took one look at what was required to market your suppliers. And oh my goodness, it was so much work. We almost couldn't believe it. So we set out on a journey to create what we call content experiences, a way to make your marketing so easy, no longer having to go to every website on the planet to get assets, find them, download them, cobble them into something together that you hope looks professional. We take care of all that. Suppliers are designing these marketing landing pages. We call them content experiences, and you can share them wherever you communicate with your clients. You don't have to give us your client list. You don't have to give the suppliers your client list. However you do business, that's where you can use your content experiences. So what is a content experience? It is a marketing landing page that has been created for you by your suppliers to help you sell more efficiently, and ensure everything that you're sharing with your clients is not just on brand, but also up to date. So this is a content experience that's been created for me by Norwegian Cruise Line. You'll see this is my contact information. I've added a little personal message, but beautiful for me, Norwegian controls this full page. They've added in videos that play right on the page, not sending my client out into YouTube land. We've got the latest, greatest promotions. Again, Norwegian is keeping this up to date. You know, they're changing their promotions every week, it feels like. So I know with comfort that whenever my client clicks on this page, whether it's this week, next week, or next month, they're only going to see what's relevant for them. We've got beautiful imagery, what makes traveling with NCL special. But most importantly, these pages are not just beautiful marketing content. That's good, but this content is designed to convert. And we do that in two ways. We have contact me buttons that send a private lead right to your inbox. And for a lot of our supplier partners, they also use our co-branded website solution. So what does that mean? That means when my clients click that button, View Caribbean Cruises, they come over to ncl.com. However, you'll notice it looks a little different. I'm just going to come over to NCL without my, what we call our insider identifier. Here is the site I never want to send my clients to. Phone numbers, chat, book direct, book direct, book direct. Not where I want to send my clients. However, when your clients click from our marketing landing pages, content experiences into NCL's website, you see it looks a little different. We've got my name and contact information right up top, but that's table stakes for a co-branded website, isn't it? We also remove elements. So that phone number, gone. The chat bot, gone. And the other cool thing we do is, well, one, I just want to point out that, our client clicked on View Caribbean Cruises, and you know where that exactly takes them? Not to see Alaska cruises. They can click on another button for that. It takes them right into the itineraries that are right for them. So it's really helping you move your client through that funnel. But the other cool thing is, as my client browses around and wants to see itineraries, not only does my contact information stay at the top, but for those of you that know NCL's website, you'll know that this Contact Me to Book button typically reads Start Planning and puts your client into the direct booking, but we block that. This, if my client clicks that, it's going to send a lead right to me exactly what my client is interested in. And with NCL's new website, they can even get down to selecting specific cabins. They see all of the itinerary, they see pricing, real-time availability. The website, the tech is doing the work for you, so you can do what you do best, which is fulfill those client travel dreams. So this is where we start turning interactive. Megan's going to drop inspires.to/content experiences right into the link. We've got QR codes on screen. Grab your phone, or if you're a desktop person like me, click the link or copy and paste the link into your browser, and we're going to co-brand together. For any of you that have been with us on the past 2-year journey, you will know this client list continues to expand. We're really, really excited about what we've got coming for you in, I think you're going to see a lot coming in around Black Friday in Q1. This is the list of clients that we're working with now. I do want to call out Riverside exclusively, our first dedicated river cruise line. Of course, we've been working with Talc for a very long time, but our first dedicated river cruise line, they're going to be coming on just before Black Friday. So stay tuned for that webinar. That's going to be a good one. But when we scan that code, or we put inspires.to/experiences into our browser, we come to a page where we have all of these content experiences to choose from. We've got great content from Silversea, Talc, Ponant, Hurtigruten, HX, Aurora Expeditions. I can go on and on. Explorer Journeys, always a great one for your clients. Even private jet travel with TCS, I have to say that's a nice commission if you can get it. Today I'm going to click on Talc's, a fresh way to experience America's legendary national parks. You've got me hooked on this way of national parks. And we come to a page that is ready for me to co-brand and share. So all I have to do to make this page mine is advisors@email.com, put in my email address, press the button to co-brand and share, and we are instantly dropped in where now I can start making this page my own. For most of you, you're already going to have been into the platform before, so we're probably going to send you a magic link, but you may or may not have filled out your sidebar. You may have not put in your logo, your personal photo, and you'll see it just takes just a couple of seconds, and boom, voila, my page is ready. And the coolest thing here is that when you put in your email address, we know exactly where to send that email. So those Contact Me to Book buttons, we've already populated them for you. And we've already gone ahead and built your co-branded website. So here, if I click See Journey Details, boom, here's the Talc website, instantly transformed for me. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to set up my website. I didn't have to go through long registration forms or processes, remember passwords. We have created this just instantly for you. And now your clients have that beautiful tour. They get the map, they get the day-by-day itineraries, and they have that real-time pricing and availability. clients better get in soon for this one, but it's really, really helpful. And I'm going to stop here for a second. Thank you, Val. I love seeing these comments. Thank you very much. And John, we're going to get to your question in just a second on how do we let your clients know, because that's the next place we're going to. But the cool thing is now you have marketing content that you can share with your clients to get them excited, that drives right over to a co-branded website. So now they can start self-selecting, finding what's right for them. To that question John just asked, how do we let our clients know? Well, we have built AI into the platform to make that super easy, because at the end of the day, this is your landing page link. You can share it wherever you like. But why would we ever require you to have to write a Facebook post, write an email? Why don't we put AI to help you out, but not give AI control over what it sends? You always remain in control. So at the top of your screen, and actually, let me just back out here for a second. I'm going to scrunch my screen down so you can see. If you're on a mobile view, we have these tabs. The personalized tab is that sidebar where I fill in my contact information. The view tab is where now I can see my content experience, check it out before I send it off to my client. And now we're talking about sharing. So let me expand this up. And going back to that sharing. So you can click on any of these buttons. And we're going to put our AI advisor assistant to work. What you'll see is I just click, boom. Our AI advisor assistant writes a unique, engaging Facebook post that's specific to me and this content experience. No one else is going to have this. All of you can do it right now together. Put in the chat if you're doing it. But you can regenerate it if you like. And the cool thing is that all you have to do is press this pink button to copy and paste it on Facebook. So we're just copying that text to the clipboard. We are going to paste it right in. So here I am in my personal page, drop it right in, press Command V, I copy the text. And sometimes I've heard a couple things of maybe a slow internet connection or the website not working perfectly, Facebook. So you can it's in your clipboard. Just click what's on your mind, start a new post. I paste that right in there, and there we go. I have my post. So you can do that for your business page. You can do that for a private group. A lot of options for that. And I want to point out a couple other things that we have our AI advisor assistant working hard to help you. Here we have LinkedIn. So we're going to talk about this in a bit, but LinkedIn, if you're not using it, I highly recommend it. We see advisors driving a lot of leads, but you can't just take your Facebook post and drop it into LinkedIn. It's a very different platform. People are there for different reasons. Our AI advisor assistant knows that, and Alexandra knows it too. New clients always check me out on LinkedIn. And those posts get great views. Never would have thought it, but it is so, so true. So take Alexandra and my advice, share on LinkedIn. And I love this. Ever feel like your creativity needs a recharge? Discover the national parks. It's really a great way to get this content in front of a different audience, but you know what? You didn't have to do the writing yourself, which I will take all the help I can get. We've got a WhatsApp integration if you're WhatsApping with your clients. We also have a QR code. So this you can download and put into a flyer, or you can put it in like your email signature. It's on your mobile. You can just press it and go right over. And another thing where we put our AI advisor assistant to work, and this is my favorite, is email. We're going to talk a lot today about using the content in mass marketing, right? Sharing it with your email lists using MailChimp or Constant Contact or whatever you're using. But this is a one-to-one email. This is the one that's going to get you the greatest conversion, but it's also the hardest to write. And I love what our AI assistant does here. I thought of you when I saw this captivating experience in America's legendary national parks. Perfect. You just, you don't, and as I said, you don't need to send your client list to us. No. You just copy this open up email, your Gmail, open up Outlook, paste it right in, and there you go. You are on your way. Your clients are fully protected. Okay, so Melissa, you are using Flowdesk, and you would be able to love to send these out to your list. That's perfect. We're going to start talking about more of that mass email communication in a little bit, and I've got a couple examples of email marketing that I think you'll really like. And just as a total aside, wow, 39 national parks. You know, my mom is like getting the badges from the national parks. Maybe you're like her and you have like the whole booklet filled out. I love that. Okay. One other thing I want to show you in the platform before we start hopping into the marketing example. So this is my content experience. And let's say I want to market something else from Talc or from some of our other suppliers. I just clicked on that Talc experiences. I'm just going to go back so you can see right up here at the top, Talc content experiences. And here you see the one content experience I've co-branded, but we've got 25 others that we can share with our clients, including part of Southeast Asia, Venice and the Dalmatia coast, new journeys, etc. So you can really find the right content that's right for you. The other thing that I have been hearing a ton from advisors is going back to this co-branded website, that it's great having it part of the marketing pages and the content experiences. You send that out to your client, it forms like a whole campaign that's just ready for you on a platter. But the other thing that I have heard from advisors is that these co-branded websites are really helping you save a lot of time when it comes to quoting your clients, right? I've heard stories of people going into the supplier websites, copying, pasting, screenshotting, pricing, availability. And you know what? As soon as you do a screenshot, that's a fixed in time asset, and it could change. Not to mention, it just took you all that time to do. So we're hearing a lot of advisors who are using their co-branded website as a quoting tool. So I know a lot of the icons, those top sellers, are doing this constantly. And here, if my client is interested in going to Yellowstone, I'm just going to send them this link because I know my lead is totally protected. They can't book direct. They're not going to call Talc. They are going to call me or contact me. But yet they are able to see all of that real time. One other thing I'm going to focus on here is I'm going to click on this little Approach Guys logo in the upper left here, or I can also access it here with my experiences. But if you access that, now you can start browsing all of the amazing suppliers that we work with. You can see what's been featured on our page with your experiences and new experiences. But here I'm going to click on Silver Sea. They've got a ton of great content. I especially love this Antarctica one. But something really cool that you can do in our platform is you see we have a co-branded website tab here. So here is where I can get my homepage, boom, already set up for me. But what if I was talking to a client and they were, I knew that they were interested in this. Oh, don't want that going to my client. See, I'm on the regular Silver Sea website. I can't send them here. But let's say my client is interested in this Miami to Nice world cruise. Love that. And I want to send this to them, but it doesn't have my co-branding on it yet. All I have to do is copy this link. I come back to our platform where we went to that co-branded website tab under that supplier. And you see this box, co-brand any Silver Sea URL. So I just drop that right in there. Boom, our platform assigns my insider ID. I copy that, and that's the link I'm going to send to my client. And look what happens. I send that, and boom, all that direct booking stuff flows away. Now this is my page to send to my clients. They can see that incredible itinerary. They can start browsing around. And I know, again, all leads come back to me. So I love this. Thanks, Bianca. Wow. I say the same. It's like magic to me every time I do it. So I really, really love that. These are great ways to use this. And Helen, great question. So I need Canadian content with Canadian pricing. No problem. So a couple of things. One, these websites, they are the supplier's website. So Silver Sea website typically shows Canadian pricing when you are looking at it. Your co-branded website will also show Canadian pricing. So done. That's super easy. The other thing is I'm in Miami right now. So all of the content that I'm seeing is specific to my region. So I get local promotions for my region. However, when you're in Canada, if you're in Australia and the UK, you are going to see those promotions. Every supplier has a way to show you the promotions that are right for you. So it's a really sophisticated way. I'm showing American content because that's where I'm based right now. But for many of you who know, I often sit in Italy, and when I do these demos, you often see everyone's website in Italian. So it's a really cool way that the technology responds to where you and your clients are. Okay, and I see this question about if a client closes the website, will it come back? So a couple of thoughts on this. So what you see here is this is my co-branded website with Talc. Every supplier has a little bit of a timer on their site. So if I pull off my insider ID, the guest comes back, there it goes. You saw it just come right back onto the page. We're not trying to irritate your clients. Sometimes clients get a little upset if they can't exit things. So we do have that timer, but nevertheless, if your clients come through those content experiences, I'll just show you for Antarctica, they will always, there's no timer on these content experiences. If my client clicks view voyages, here we go, we're right in. So just make sure to send them your content experience. That's the best way for them to access it. But we are offering you a little protection as well. And Julie Dong, this is a great question. Do we have to set up co-branding with each supplier? You do not. So our platform assigns you your supplier. You'll see here is my Silver Sea. YPEZ5, and I come over to Talc, and it's the same identifier. So this is unique to me. But we always recommend that so you can tack it on, where's my little screen? There we go. Not all of these suppliers offer the co-branded website yet. Most will, but you can tack URL and see if it works, but I always recommend, why not? It's so easy. Come to our site. Here we are, Inspires.2 experiences, but I can click on Inspires.2 websites. I'm going to drop this into the chat right now, and you will see all of the suppliers that are offering those co-branded websites right now, including Big Five, Oceana, National Geographic, Lindblad, Silver Sea, Talc, Explorer Journeys, Regent, and Norwegian. Okay. Oh, I see a question. Oh, sorry. I'm going to come back to this. Are there analytics with each link that I share to track visits? So that's the great thing with your co-branding, because let me come back to my content experience. Where did that go? Let me click on that. Because these links you are sharing in all of your marketing, all of that is accessible through the analytics that you have. So if your Facebook page, you're tracking analytics, you'll get those analytics on those clicks there. If you're doing email marketing and you're using MailChimp or TravelJoy or Constant Contact, use this link, put it behind a button, and you'll get all of your analytics from those platforms. So you are able to use all of the technology that you're used to using and get those same analytics there. So I saw another question I wanted to highlight here, this one. Hi, David Michael. Does the promotion content show Virtuoso Promotions being a Virtuoso agency? So a couple of things on that. There are suppliers that are creating unique experiences for different consortia. Virtuoso, Signature, Ensemble, even for specific agencies. However, if you want to use a content experience, this Antarctica one is not specific to a consortia. This is generally available for me to use freely, no matter what consortia or agency I'm associated with. So we give you the opportunity to add in a personal message. Look with me and get access to my special. I can't type and talk. But you can put that into the message. Put in your promotions, any special deals that you're getting. Use that, and you can even, you'll see we have the hyperlink here. I always recommend keeping that one that goes to the supplier website. That's where you'll probably get the most conversion. But if you want to add in a custom button, link over to maybe your Virtuoso profile, you could certainly do that if you want. Okay, great question. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's move. Anything else I should be touching? You bet. This is my favorite. I love it. Okay, let's move on to some marketing tips. So we've covered quite a bit on the how-to. We can always come back to that if you want. But let's dive into, you'll see all these tabs are ways other advisors are using this in their marketing. And I just want to call out that this 1000% works. So we here, and I hope you do the same after this webinar, I'd love to get those emails from you saying your successes. We see advisors like this one who are sharing the content while we're speaking. I know you might be doing something while we're talking, but you might as well be marketing your business. So this advisor sent out the content experience while we were doing a webinar. 15 minutes has a lead, closed in 2 hours. Amazing, amazing. So how do we achieve that same success? So Facebook is a major place that we are seeing a lot of engagement. And we see it in two ways. So we always recommend for maximum interaction, engagement with your clients, posting intentionally, sending it out, being in the platform, using the AI as I showed you is always going to be a hit. We also have integrations with Rallyo, with BranchUp. So if you are using automated social posts, you can write your own post and schedule it through those platforms, or a lot of the suppliers that are doing it, Silver Sea, Explore Journeys, Tout, they have links that are already coming through automatically co-branded for you. So I love those interactions, somethings, sorry, my brain, but nevertheless, integrations. I love those integrations, but nothing beats posting intentionally. So Facebook, Jack Cooley, how do you have more engagement than this guy? Amazing stuff. But also that LinkedIn. I'm going to hammer on this again because I really do think it is a big opportunity for advisors and one that is under tapped. People don't really think about it. But you do have to build a network, right? You've got clients, you've got past colleagues, you have something to say, right? So use the AI to help you start building that communication. Instagram. We're going to talk a little bit about Instagram here. This is always a hot topic. I love this one with NCL, Cruise to Alaska. So a lot of you are creating content within these platforms, but it's scrolling. You're giving inspiration, and people are just scrolling by. Oh, love that, love that. Let's make that scroll stopping. Where'd my screen go? Have you guys not been seeing me? Oh, goodness. Where did I drop off? Hang on a second. Where did I drop off? Did we see? Let's go back. Live demos. Okay, we have the Facebook example from Jack Cooley. We have the LinkedIn example from Sally Cortez, and my favorite, I can't believe you guys didn't see this at first because I love this one. I'm going to refresh the Instagram story. So I love this, really turning that content into something that is interactive for your clients. So how do we get our content into Instagram? And let's see if we can do a little demo here. So I'm going to stop sharing again intentionally this time. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so now we're in my phone. This is always a risky live demo, but I want to show you how I make a Instagram post really, really simply. And so you feel free to do this along with me. What you're going to see here, we are at inspires.to/experiences. And I come in and I am going to, is it moving? I'm moving. Why isn't this moving? Hang on one second. Oh, technology. Oh no. Let's see if I can get this to act again. That down below. Sorry. Please hold, please hold. All right, I'm going to keep playing with this, but we'll come back. In any case, what we're going to do is we have a video showing exactly what we can share, how you can share on Instagram. So we'll include that in the follow-up email if I can't get this working today. But we'll talk about not only just sharing this content like this agency, but another one is especially, and I've got a great webinar coming up soon on fam trips. I'm going to drop this into the chat right now as well. Let me grab that link because you are, all of you're traveling, you're doing these things, you're working with these clients these suppliers to experience them. Tell your suppliers about them. So this webinar that I just dropped into the chat is going to be really focused on what do you do when you're out experiencing travel in the world. How do you make that come alive and actionable and help you earn more? So I highly encourage you to join that one, and I promise we'll have a live Instagram demo for that for sure. All right. Email marketing. So email marketing is another major thing that we see a lot of advisors doing to great success. And no one does it better than David Porter. He is Virtuoso's #1 cruise icon for 3 years in a row. I know he's gunning for #4, and he's doing a great job. And the best part about David Porter is he is so open to my sharing his secrets and his tips to help other advisors build their own business. So what you see here is his Saturday morning newsletter, and this is really crucial to his business. He tries to get it out every single week. Before Perch Guides, I know that was a bit of a feat. It took him all day to create the newsletter. Why? Because he had to create all of the content in the newsletter and then all of the content behind the newsletter. Where are people clicking once they start? And what you see here is now he has taken his content experience. He's made this really easy on himself. 1, he takes a screen grab of his content experience. So he's got his image. He has AI help him write a little bit of text. And then 3, you see this link down here, click here. It goes over to his content experience where now his clients can obviously go and browse the Regent website, and he is totally protected. His clients can't book direct. He's got the contact buttons on every single page. He's got his phone numbers. And so he has a team of people that are just responding to those inbound leads. It's really, really amazing, and it makes my heart very happy to see that it's boosting his marketing simply just by being easy. And the same goes for Terry Weeks. I don't know if you're on the call, Terry, but I always love sharing your example because you really show how easy it is to get a newsletter out, right? Don't think of an email newsletter as this big project that's going to take a long time. Do like Terry, a little bit of text, a content experience that you think could spark some inspiration, add your link behind that button, and boom, now you have an email newsletter that you can get out to your clients once a week. That's like 10 times more marketing than maybe you might be doing now, or if 4 times if you're sending out a monthly newsletter. Just a way to stay in touch with your clients. Email takes many different forms, right? We've got email signatures. I love this with Josie. She's putting her Big 5 co-branded website. She books a ton of travel with them. Another B Corp. We have a lot of B Corp travel companies in our mix with Aurora, with Exodus Travels as well, and also Big 5. Here's another with Jane. You'll see here she's including, I'm hosting a cruise with Talc along the Danube in a month almost. And you'll see that she has included her Talc link at the end of the signature. So I really, really love these examples, as well as out of office messages. So out of offices can be so prescriptive, but you have the opportunity to bring some inspiration in, just like Elizabeth did here. Where is she heading? Are you a foodie? Do you want to daydream? Get those little nuggets into there and help your clients dream while you're out shopping for theirs. Let's talk website, your own website. We've spent a lot of time talking about the co-branded website and how you can use that in one-off. But what about your own website? Everybody wants more content, more dynamic content on their site. So let's use these sites as with our content, right? Here's Kathy. I love this, Largay Travel Advisor. She has a page, my favorite suppliers. She really only books two main companies. She finds her clients are always super, super happy. Explorer Journeys and Talc. If her clients ask who should they travel with, these are the two. So in her website, you'll notice she links right over to her co-branded website. So when I click on Explorer Journeys, we come over to Kathy's site, where now her clients can just browse all of those great itineraries and discover what's possible and contact her. All of those bookings just go right over to her. So really, really cool. Another example is our cruise. So the reason I bring this up is this agency is based in New Zealand, and they want to feature Oceania cruises on their website, but not all Oceania cruises are right for their clients. They're in New Zealand. Their clients are going to want to find cruises that start closer to home. So they have used their co-branded website in a really unique way. So I'm just going to zoom in here, and you'll see they have Find Your Oceania Cruise, and they're doing that for them. Cruises from Australia and New Zealand, cruises to South Pacific and Tahiti. So when their clients click through, they come already segmented over to the right area of the site. They don't have to dig around and find those unique cruises. They've got them right at their fingertips. So I love that idea. If you know your clients, this is geographic, but you might know your clients are interested in certain types of travel. Incorporate that into your website and let it let it use the suppliers and their own technology to build your business. Another website example, I'm going back to David Porter, because along with his newsletters, Search engines are driving a lot of business, and how do you get search engine traffic? That's by having content on your website, especially in this case, a blog. So here you will see, and I see Allison already just asked this question about how do you put the links right behind the buttons on your website. What he's done is he's written a blog post, Where to Go in 2026. And he, I know, worked with AI to create this list and really bring the text to life. But what you'll also notice is he has included Silver Sea and Talc, and I bet you know where they go. I'm just going to click on these individually. Silver Sea, he is already filtered. You see down here in the destinations, he's already filtered that for Japan cruises, so his clients don't need to go digging around. He's linked them exactly. You're reading about Japan on my website. I'm going to link you into the Japan cruises, and Talc, he links right to their Japan pages so that his clients can start browsing those wonderful itineraries. So I love this way of using that co-branded website to bring the content right into your website, give it more dynamic content, give your clients more easy ways to browse and get in touch. Okay, we've got still a few more minutes, so I want to focus going back to away from mass email and over to those one-to-one touches that are just so important for your client. And so here is Explorer Journeys. One of the things that we hear from travel advisors quite a bit is you always wish you were doing a little bit more on the pre-departure side, but it's so hard when you've got all this business coming in that you need to service. Well, use the content experiences and the co-branded website to help you. You can even schedule some of these emails because you know when departure dates are and you want to hit them before those cancellation windows close. And, Explorer Journeys, amazing experience on board, especially the restaurants. And that's a really easy way. I see Nirav already has their co-branded website for Lindblad. I love it. I love it. So you want to connect with them pre-departure. Write your client an email. You can have a standard template. I was just thinking about you and your trip. It's only 2 weeks away. For your time on board, I highly recommend checking out all those restaurants. They're especially good. My favorite is Sakura. And when you link to your clients, use your co-branded website. One, you can link them right into the dining section on Explorer's website so they can learn, in this case, Sakura or Anthology. But the other thing that they can do when you do this is, clients don't always just have one trip and then book another. They might be dreaming about their next journey as well. So it might also help you bring in new business. So following up to conversations, this goes back to the idea of using these co-branded websites for your quotes. Having very intimate conversations with your clients. You know exactly where they want to travel to. You know exactly what their focus is. Instead of spending your time building intricate quotes, use the co-branded website. Leverage your supplier's technology to help you deliver to your clients what they're expecting. So, great to follow up to our conversation. We spoke about this cruise. It's a good one. And you link them in this case to that cruise where now they see the full itinerary. They see what's included. You don't have to put all this together. If you've got a virtuoso rate or a signature rate, you can mention it in the email that you send, and we'll see all that regular pricing and the extra deals and value that you're bringing to them. But here they have availability. They have the latest pricing. It's really, really powerful way. And from what I heard, this was a really big step was, I just heard how much time this was saving a lot of advisors as they were trying to service their clients. So that's my big tip. That's something I learned from our advisors. And then also selling groups. So, if you're selling groups, and I know a lot of people are booking space on some of these river cruises, like Talc. If you're doing that, if you're going to be hosting a group, use the co-branded website to help sell your group. Here it is. What's a better sales tool than Talc? One thing I want to cover, so I believe, let me just check. Okay, I believe my Instagram is working again. So let's stop the screen and we'll come back to Instagram, because I always know that's a big question for a lot of people. How do we do this? So here we are, back to my screen, and it moves this time. Big steps. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on Regents Exotics, where I will come, like many of you, you're going to come, and I'm going to put in my email address. Click the button to co-brand and share, just like many of you. Check my email, go grab that magic link. Let's see, we're going to get my magic link. Here we go. I click on that. I come right, hey, what happened to my screen? StreamYard acting funny again. So here's my page. As we said, we've got the personalized tab where I can add in my personal note, my view tab, but right now what I want to do is we're going to share it. So on Instagram, you need two things to make your inspirational content scroll stopping. We need an image and we need a link. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to get an image. So I love this image, and I'm going to do it in two different ways. I'm going to, one, screenshot this. So now I have a screenshot, and I'm just going to crop that. Okay. And I press the check mark to save it to my photos. So now we have an image. The other way I can get an image is by long pressing on this image. And you'll see, save image in, photos. Now I have two different ways to get the image, and we're going to share it. What do I need to share? I want to link people to my page. So I can get that link. I click that, you'll see, get link down here. Click that yellow button right there and copy the link. Now I've got all I need for Instagram. Let's go over to Instagram, and we're going to add our story. And I'm going to do two different ones, show you how I do it. I'm going to do that first image I took and the second, and we're going to add it to our story. I love this, so easy. It looks beautiful already. Already got the colors, and I'm going to do two things. I'm going to add some text, and then I'm going to add my link. So to add the text, I click on that little AA button, and I'm going to say, start dreaming. And I'm going to add a little star. And okay, so I've got my text. And now I want to add my link, right? So you see that little sticker icon right there? I'm going to click that. And you see that scrolling happy face? Around there should be the link. I see it just under the other happy face. I'm going to click that. And this is where I just paste in my link. And then I'm going to customize my stickers. See itineraries. And done. And now, there we go. Easy. Okay. Now my next one, this is so beautiful. I just want to take that part of the image. And I'm going to, instead of adding some text, I'm just going to add that sticker. Again, I'm going to click that link button right here, link, and I'm going to add that. And I'm going to say, imagine yourself here. And done. And there we go. And then I'm just going to post this right over, done, and then watch. Now, here is my post, my story. I see itineraries. I click. Now I am into my page. Explore the exotics, discover sailings. We come right over to region. There we go. With my co-branding right on top, my clients can call me, email me, they can browse around, really cool. And the other thing they can do is when they click contact me to learn more, boom, hello, I'm interested in Explore the Exotics. And they send that right to me. So really, really cool stuff that is available with all of these content experiences. So I hope that was helpful. We're going to come back to our other presentation. There we go. Because the last thing I want to really cover with you guys is, again, just re-highlighting, take a screen grab, highlighting all of the amazing suppliers that we work with to build your business. And I know you are going to see a lot of these coming. Mimi, I feel you. This is very quick. So again, we are going to email, well, Megan is going to email you after this with the recording from this webinar, as well as the recording from the Instagram, so that you can start at your leisure. Because I know this is a lot to get to, but to be honest, to go through less and show you less, it's just not my style. I want to give you all of the tips and at least give you a way to go back and pause and stop when there's things. Oh, yes, yes, thank you. An important point, the service is free. You can't pay Approach Guides a dime. Why? Because all of these suppliers are paying us to make your marketing easier. So this is really cool. And if there are other suppliers that you'd like to see on board, I've seen a lot of questions about that. Please, please, please recommend us. The suppliers listen to you. When you say it helps you build your business, they listen a lot more than me just saying, I know it's going to help your advisors. It really hits that mark. And we would not ever wish you write that email. We will have our AI advisor assistant write it for you. So thank you, everyone. Oh, I hear you, Alma Waterways. Please, please. I spoke with Christine just at Travel Week. She says good news coming your way, but we'll see. If you know her, please put a little bug in her ear and tell her you saw me on a webinar and you'd love to see Alma on board as well. All right, well, thank you everyone for your time today. I know this was a long hour, but I appreciate it. I hope you found it valuable, and let's stay in touch. Let us know how our technology helps you, helps your business. I love sharing these examples. All right, everyone. Thank you.